Highrise is now playable in the Modern Warfare 3 beta, which means Highrise is a map from the original Modern Warfare 2 and is one of my all-time favorites, not for the spawn sniping, not for people trying to get up on the roof and just being easy kills, but just for how well it played. It's a 3-lane map that has various avenues to flank, also maybe camp if that's your kind of style of play. You also had cool spots like, again, the roof, the helipad, or even that little awning that you could just camp up in and just see everything in the entire map. If you're wondering how the map plays in 2023 with the new advanced movement that we've been getting over the last few years, I can tell you it plays a lot better than it did in 2009. I've been a big fan of the new movement that we've been getting in Modern Warfare 3. I think it feels a lot better than the last few Call of Duty games, and I feel like some of the maps that we've been playing on in this Modern Warfare 3 beta really highlight how good this movement system is. Highrise is one of them. Highrise feels a lot faster paced than it used to. There is no real spawn sniping. I haven't witnessed it yet in the Modern Warfare 3 beta, though it may actually happen in other lobbies. The map seems to play with the whole advanced movement system really well, and I think it's probably one of the better maps that we've had in the Modern Warfare 3 beta, to a point they actually made it 24/7. Like, Highrise 24/7 is here, and you can play it in the Modern Warfare 3 beta. That's how good this map is. And I'm gonna go on record and say this is probably the best version of Highrise that we've had pretty much ever. I think it's probably better than the original Highrise, in my opinion. And I know just saying that's probably gonna get me like a lot of flack from like original OGs, like, oh, he's probably only played like the new. It's better. I'm sorry to tell you, the movement really helps this map and makes it so much more fun to play. Not saying it wasn't fun in 2009, but again, I think movement-wise, it really helps. You wanna know what I really appreciate about the second weekend of the Modern Warfare 3 beta is that there's so much variety in how people are using the ACR and UMP. Yeah, like using just those two guns in pretty much every lobby I've seen so far adds pretty much no variety to the game, but I will say the way that people are dumbing up their classes to actually, be effective in games really adds some extra variety. And if you're new to this whole beta thing, I mentioned it in this video, but the MCW and UMP are just so much better than any other gun in the game. They're basically cheat codes. It doesn't even matter, I guess, at this point what attachments you use. You can just build any class you want because they outgun everything else in the game, which is completely fine. I'm okay with the nostalgia that these guns bring to the game. Like, does using the same guns that I used in 2009 on the same map that I played on in 2009, make my jeans a little tighter? Kinda, yeah. Is that too much information? Might be, but it adds that extra level of nostalgia that I've experienced probably through this entire beta so far. I also want to bring up a couple pieces of feedback that I've seen in terms of the beta, like how the breacher drone and battle rage should be field upgrades, not like equipments. And I'm half and half. Like, I agree with the breacher drone. It definitely needs to be a field upgrade because yes, it's great for clearing out rooms, but it's becoming abused a little too heavily to do so. But battle rage seems to have been nerfed quite a bit to the point where it's like sort of unusable. Like, it helps a little bit, but not to a point where I thought it was as overpowered as it was at the start of the beta. Lastly, because I'm seeing it make the rounds on Twitter, is that people are now doing a thing called Scottie Pippen, which is basically where people take a grenade, bounce it on the ground, it comes back up, you pick it up and throw it in a direction at your opponents. Will you get a kill? Maybe. Will you not? Maybe. Like, I myself am not very good at it because 9 times out of 10, I basically just blow myself up because I can't time it perfectly. But even with me failing at doing the whole Scottie Pippen thing, which I don't know why that's the name for it. And I'll say this, when I do the whole Scottie Pippen thing, I'm not just assuming I'm like playing basketball with a live grenade. I'm just basically singing the Wiggles song, hot potato, in my head over and over and over again as I try to do this. And I'd happily put up a clip of me just like trying to do the whole grenade thing to hot potato playing in the background, but I'm afraid it'd get demonetized pretty quickly, and I don't think Disney needs my money, so I'm just gonna avoid that one. There's also a new game mode called Cutthroat, which is basically just Champion Hill inside of Modern Warfare 2 maps, minus like the buy stations and everything else, but you get to use your own custom classes, so it pretty much works the same. You just eliminate the other team, and then you win. Also, because I forgot about it, this Highrise opening cutscene goes so hard. Like, I don't understand why it needs to be this hard, even though it's a little bugged where like it just gives you a weapon that you're not really equipped with. But regardless of the bugs, it just seems to just go hard. Like, it's great. I absolutely love seeing this cutscene and spawning on this side of the map. If I had one major complaint from playing Highrise in Modern Warfare 3, and it's the same pretty much with all the maps I've played, the spawn system is absolute garbage. I mean, you basically spawn in various locations around the map, sometimes in the spot where you died. I mean, I understand, like, when you die, you want to spawn in various locations away from your enemies, but that doesn't happen in this game. You pretty much spawn right where you died or right on the other team. And in Highrise, there were, like, multiple times I spawned right in front of the enemy. So it kind of sucked So I hope they work out the whole spawn system for this game, because it's like every map I've played so far. But I gotta say one more time, the Modern Warfare 3 beta has been an absolute blast to play. I know this is like a big 180 from last year, where I was basically just grilling the Modern Warfare 2 beta and said how bad it was. And yes, I think the old maps do help. I think the movement style helps. I think Sledgehammer's done a very, very good job with this game, even though, again, it's just DLC, and it's up to you whether or not you want to buy it. This isn't me saying, hey, go out and buy it. It's entirely up to you and what you want to do. But my honest recommendation is still, to this day, at this time, just wait until, if you're like on the fence about the whole thing, wait till there's some sort of like price decrease or something. You don't need to jump on this, but if you end up wanting to, go for it. Also, if you're currently playing the beta, make sure you get to level 30. That way you get the battle tester skin for one of your operators. It does look pretty cool and will be pretty fun to use in the like start of the game. But I'd like to thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, great, leave a like. If you didn't, that kind of sucks. It really doesn't get much better than this. But I'd also like to know what you think of the Modern Warfare 3 beta. Still to this day, there's got to be some feedback that you have that you'd like to get to the developers. Make sure you do offer as much feedback as possible. I think it does help, and it's clear that Sledgehammer is actually listening. And now that Microsoft owns Activision, it's gonna just get even better. And with it being official that Microsoft now owns Activision, I should probably play this clip one last time.
Going